to Module 1, the introductory module to communication theory. In this module, we'll cover a few different things in 4 different chapters. The first is what is theory, so we'll give a definition of theory that's covered in Chapter 1, and also a definition of communication. And then as we move on in the next chapter, there'll be a discussion of the objective and interpretive labels. So you maybe heard these terms before. Basically, more objective theories are of the view that there is a singular reality that can be discovered or described through the theory, and more interpretive theories believe that there are multiple realities, that it's more subjective in terms of how reality is created. Then we'll talk about some criteria for evaluating objective and subjective or interpretive theories. And some of those criteria, you'll see this is from Chapter 3, are from a scientific or objective perspective. How well does a theory predict the future? How can it explain data? How simplistic or parsimonious is the theory? Then from an interpretive perspective, some of the criteria that will be discussed are the values that a subjective researcher or theorist might have. How well does the theory help us understand people? And what is its aesthetic appeal? Then in Chapter 4 of this module, we'll talk about the 7 different traditions of communication theory. And this is a figure from Chapter 4, and this shows you the 7 different traditions of theory, the cybernetic, semiotic, phenomenological, critical, sociocultural, rhetorical, and socio-psychological, and how those fall into either objective or interpretive territory. So we'll talk more about that or learn more about that in Chapter 4. Some of the things that need to be completed for Module 1 are that you should read Chapters 1 through 4, review the presentation slides for Chapters 1 through 4. How you use the presentation slides is up to you. You might use them as an outline for the chapter, for note-taking as you read the chapter. So it's up to you. Each of those are available within the module. The third thing I'd like you to do is upload a profile photo or avatar of yourself, and there's a brief instructional video in the Start Here area of Blackboard where you can, it'll show you how to upload that photo. That just helps us so that we can see who we're having a discussion with in the discussion board and throughout the course. And then, of course, review the course syllabus, and if you have any questions about that, you could post it to the class question discussion board or email me directly. Then in terms of assignments for this first module, you should post your required contributions to the discussion forum. You do need to submit at least one of your contributions to the discussion forum for this module before Quiz 1 is made available to you. And then you need to complete Quiz 1. And the third thing to do is to submit the student introduction survey, and that's in the introduction menu item within Blackboard. And that, again, will just help us get to know who we're interacting with in the class. So as always, if you have any questions, please let me know.